Welcome to my channel. My name is Larena, and if this is the first time that you're coming to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. This channel, I think it's an awesome, fun channel. I know I'm a little biased, but you know, I have a big diversity of videos that are on this channel. It all has one theme though. It all ties back to Middle Eastern dance or belly dance. You'll find videos anywhere from how-tos, like how to iron your veil, or a belly dance makeup tutorial, to a video like this where I'm calling this my mini series called Real Talk, and it's about different belly dance topics or controversial topics or informational topics that I like to share my ideas about those, and I would love to hear your feedback too. My last Real Talk video was over workshop etiquette. Take a look at that video. I'll link it down below, and I would love to hear your feedback. What would you include that I didn't include in that video as far as workshop etiquette? So things like that. Which brings me to today. This video is a Real Talk video on self-care. In belly dance, we have a lot of women and men who come to their classes as part of their self-care. They have professions that, yeah, it may be 9 to 5, but maybe they're on call after they get off work, and they come to their belly dance class, and that is their self-care, and that is awesome. I'm going to particularly focus in on those who do belly dance for a living, like that's their job. That can be myself. I own a belly dance company. I'm the director of IDA. I'll list more information about IDA if you want to check us out. And I love belly dance. It's my passion. I do need to sometimes take a step away from it and clear my mind and do something other than belly dance to make sure that I'm taking care of myself. I have some self-care, because let me tell you, when you walk into a classroom, whether you are a belly dance instructor or you're a teacher or this, that, and the other, if you're not taking care of yourself, your students are going to zero in on that as well, and they will feed off of and just sense maybe the tenseness of yourself, or that you're stressed, or that you're sad, or that you're mad, or whatever it is. So for all you belly dance instructors out there, whether you're a director or an owner of a belly dance company, or you're a troop captain, or you're a senior troop member, or whatever you are, if you either have a job on top of having a second job as belly dance being one of them, even though you love it, it's time to step away and make sure that you're doing something other than belly dance to take care of yourself, hence self-care. There are actual self-care assessments that you can complete at home. You can look it up online, print it out, complete it, and one I particularly like, it divides it up in different categories, and I'll link it below so you don't have to go searching for it. It's from a university. It's very reliable. It's credible. I will link that below, and you score yourself. And this is only for your eyes to see unless you want to share it with someone. But the different categories where you would rank yourself from 1 to 5, 5 being frequent, 4 being occasionally, 3 rarely, 2 never, and 1 it never occurred to me. And there's different statements underneath the following categories: physical self-care, psychological self-care, emotional self-care, spiritual self-care, workplace or professional self-care, and then last, balance. And so it gives different kind of scenarios underneath each category, and you rank yourself on how you feel like you are in that category. And you can do something too where you can go back and circle all your high ones, like all your high scores, and then circle all your low scores, and then that way you can get a really good feel of where you need to start. Is it psychological? Is it physical? Is it at work? You know, what is it? Where do you need to start? And then once you find a starting point, you can then start making out a plan on what makes you happy? What makes you forget about all the negative things that happened that day or that week? And I suggest whatever that is. For me personally, I love taking baths. I find time at least 2 to 3 times a week to take a bath. It's just something that relaxes me. I put in some Epsom salt, some lavender Epsom salt, so I get relaxed. And then I watch YouTube videos on my phone while I relax in the bath. And that is my self-care. And for those who say, well, Lorena, I don't have time for self-care. I am so busy. Don't worry. I thought the same thing too. Back when I had a job one time, and it was posted as a 40-hour-a-week job, but honestly, it was an 80-hour-a-week job. And that's exactly what I said. I said, I don't have time to do the things that I love to do anymore. And that's honestly not true. So if you're one of those, and I've been there before, what I would want you to do is I want you to write down your schedule, starting with Sunday or Monday, wherever your week begins. Write down your schedule every day of everything that you do from the minute. So if you wake up at 8:56, write 8:56 a.m. and then go down even more detailed. I brush my teeth at this time, I do this, I do that, and make a timeline of what you do. And then when you take a look at it, you will find that you have at least 10 minutes somewhere to do something that makes you happy and forget about all the negative things. Because it doesn't have to be something that's hours long. It can literally be 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It's all about mindfulness, getting your mind off of what's around you that's making you feel stressed or tense or angry or sad, things like that. So like I said, my bath, I can hop in the bath real quick, a 10-minute bath, and I feel so awesome. Sometimes I sit in there for an hour and I get pruny. You know, it's whatever you want to do. How does this relate to dance? So when you have elevated self-care, some things that it's going to increase are your confidence. If you're just a student and you go to belly dance as your self-care, that's awesome. If you want to find something else, because sometimes belly dance, you can't go to your class every day. So you have to have a backup self-care activity for when you're not in belly dance. So when you find your backup self-care, what it's going to do when you practice self-care is increase your confidence. It's going to increase your confidence not only in your own dance class, but it's going to increase your confidence in your performances. It's going to increase your confidence at work, in relationships, at home, whatever it is. You're going to see an increase in confidence because you're taking the time to spend time with yourself. There is a time for me time, and all these things are going to increase, and overall just have a better way of living and positivity and attitude in your life. And trust me, everything just kind of falls into place. But when we get too wrapped up in all the things around us that bring us down, it's an ugly spiral. So, you know, we have to practice some self-care to get us back in the groove, thing. I can't stress how much self-care will help in so many different aspects in belly dance, in your classes, in your performances, in your relationship within belly dance. Because with self-care, I think it also eliminates the cattiness that can form in a group of women in belly dance. And I think if everyone kind of had more, could explore more and have self-care, that cattiness goes away within the group of women in belly dance. So I can confidently say that my whole company, all the women that I have dancing in our classes, all my instructors that I have instructing for me, there is not 1 ounce of negativity, because my instructors and I promote self-care so much that I think that when women come to our classes, yes, they know that that's their self-care. They know that this is all about me. This has nothing to do with anybody else. I'm dancing for me and me only. And I think that is what has taken any, or has avoided any toxic relationships and situations in my dance company. And that is something I pride ourselves on. We always, in my classes, I always check in with my students on where they are with self-care. They don't have to tell me details. I'm just like, hey, make sure you practice some self-care outside of this class. We have a cool down after every class where I tell them, push everything negative that happened today off to the side. This is about you. You're gonna have your me time. And I'm telling you, I don't know what other instructors do. Please let me know what you do, other directors and instructors out there, because that is one thing I love to know, that I'm walking into a dance company that doesn't have any, that it's not toxic, and there are gonna be positive attitudes in there. And it all, I think, has a lot to do with respect, but also self-care for sure. So I know I have talked your ear off. I know this wasn't very interactive. I wasn't showing you anything, but that is what real talk is. We are talking for real right now. And I hope this touched somebody and inspired somebody to really take some time and look at themselves and see where they can, you know, increase some positivity within their life. Click that subscribe buttons, because you're going to get new notifications on when I upload other videos as well. So anyway, again, I love y'all so much. And remember, don't let anyone dull your sparkle. Bye. Mwah!